RWX storage often looks like the missing piece for scaling stateful workloads in Kubernetes. One shared file system, multiply replicas, all pods see the same data. For applications like WordPress, this feels like the final blocker being removed. Uploads work, media is consistent, replicas no longer diverge. At the first glance, RWX looks like a scaling solution. In reality, it solves something much more specific. WordPress is not stateless. Media uploads, themes, and plugins are written to disk. When you run multiply WordPress pods without shared storage, each pod sees a different file system that breaks the application. In this scenario, RWX is not a choice. It is a functional requirement. Without RWX, a multi-replica WordPress deployment simply does not work. This is where a common misconception appears. Adding RWX makes WordPress replicable. It does not make it elastic. Scaling is about independence. RWX introduces coordination. As you add replicas, you don't eliminate contention. You multiply it. RWX removes one blocker. It does not remove architectural limits. In WordPress cluster, storage is rarely the first thing that breaks. PHP execution becomes CPU bound. The database becomes the real bottleneck. File locking and metadata operations add latency. RWX does not solve any of these problems. It keeps the file system consistent, but consistency is not the performance. RWX is often introduced not because the workload truly requires it, but because redesign feels expensive. Instead of the coupling state, teams share it. The system works until traffic grows, until latency spikes, until scaling stops helping. RWX does not cause the problem. It delays it visibly. RWX is not a scaling primitive. It's a coordination contract. It says multiply replicas will share the same state, accept contention, and live within the shared limits. When the trade-off is explicit, RWX is powerful. When it's implicit, it becomes technical debt. WordPress on Kubernetes can absolutely require RWX, but RWX alone will never turn a CMS into a cloud-native system. It enables correctness. It does not guarantee performance. RWX is necessary. It is not sufficient. Understanding that difference is a key to building platforms that behave predictably, not just on day one. This design note was not about storage drivers or Kubernetes manifests. It was about architecture before implementation. RWX is a resource, but intent defines what is allowed to scale and what is not. When intent is clear, Terraform stops being a collection of resources and becomes a compiler for the architecture. Scalable systems are built on intent, not on resources.